All right, so have you heard about this whole Remy Ma, Papoose, and Easy the Block Captain situation?
Ah.
It's like something straight out of a reality show, just pure chaos.
Yeah, it's definitely been hard to miss. The whole thing is just wild.
So we're going to do a deep dive today into all the drama surrounding this whole thing. We've got cheating rumors, a new love interest, the younger woman in the picture, public feuds going back and forth, even a potential boxing match. It's got it all.
Yeah, it's a lot to unpack for sure. And I think what makes it even more fascinating, well, I guess you could also say messy, is that image of Remy Ma and Papoose, right? They've always been seen as this power couple, seemingly unbreakable.
Totally, yeah. I mean, especially with how Papoose stood by Remy during her time in prison. 6 years, that's a long time.
Exactly, and that just adds another layer to this whole situation, It makes the current drama so much more surprising for a lot of people.
Absolutely. Now, to help us break down all this drama, we've got this account from a celebrity news platform that seems to have all the details.
Okay, so what are we looking at here? What's the main takeaway?
Basically, we're going to try and make sense of this whole mess, figure out what went down, who are all the players, and get to the heart of the drama. Cut through the noise, all the tabloid gossip, and get to the truth.
Okay, so like a clear timeline of events.
Exactly. So think of this as your express lane to understanding this whole Remy Ma, Papoose, Easy the Block Captain situation.
Okay, I like it, cutting through the clutter. And no judgment here, right? We're just laying out the facts as we know them.
Right, exactly. No taking sides. So let's start with the basics. I mean, for years, everyone saw Remy Ma and Papoose as this rock-solid couple, like the epitome of a hip-hop power couple.
Right. Yeah, I mean, their image was pretty much unbreakable, especially after Papoose's unwavering support for Remy while she was incarcerated.
Right, that kind of loyalty speaks volumes. It makes the whole thing even more shocking. Like, how could this seemingly perfect relationship implode like this?
Right, exactly. That history makes it even more intriguing, It's like, how did we get from there to all this drama?
And that's where this account gets really interesting. It suggests that Remy actually pursued a relationship with Easy the Block Captain. And the implication here is that she saw him as some kind of an upgrade.
Wow, okay, so she was the one initiating the split. That definitely changes things.
It does, right? Because knowing that really reframes the narrative, especially with how things have supposedly played out.
Right, and to think she allegedly thought he'd be an improvement over Papoose, well, I guess that didn't exactly go as planned.
You can say that again. Because according to this account, Easy didn't exactly treat Remy like she was special. I mean, he reportedly left her not for one, but for 2 younger women.
Wow, talk about a plot twist. So he allegedly did the same thing to her.
It's like a soap opera.
Right.
But even crazier because it's real life.
Yeah, it definitely adds layers to the whole situation, especially emotionally, To go from being the one leaving to allegedly being left for not one, but 2 others?
Ouch. Yeah. And the rumors at this point, well, they're saying Remy was actually begging Papoose to take her back, which, if it's true, shows a pretty dramatic shift in their whole power dynamic. I can imagine. I mean, it suggests that maybe there's some regret there.
Yeah.
Realizing what she might have lost.
Right, and then there's Papoose. It seems like he's completely moved on and is now with Clarissa Shields, the world champion boxer. And there's even talk of a ring.
So not just dating, but potentially engaged. Wow.
Exactly. So we've got Papoose seemingly moving on with a new high-profile partner, and Remy allegedly left in the dust by Easy, the so-called upgrade.
Yeah, talk about a roller coaster. So much for that upgrade, huh?
Now let's go back a bit. This account also brings up rumors suggesting that Remy might have been involved with Easy even before the breakup with Papoose. So basically, cheating rumors.
Hold on, are you saying that there might have been overlap?
That's what the account's hinting at. If that's true, it would be a whole other level of betrayal, especially with how devoted Papoose was. Right. I mean, it would add a lot more complexity to the story and make the initial breakup even more complicated.
And it would definitely change how we see Papoose in all of this, right? I mean, he was publicly supporting her while she might have been involved with someone else.
Exactly. I mean, it really makes you wonder what was going on behind the scenes during that whole time.
Now, to make things even more dramatic, battle rapper Tasmanian Terra supposedly leaked some pretty shocking screenshots of messages allegedly from a woman named San.
Oh, wow. So we're getting into the world of leaked messages now. That's always a recipe for drama.
Right. It's the classic social media twist to celebrity feuds. And these messages, well, they supposedly reveal some pretty juicy stuff.
So what did they say?
Well, allegedly, San admitted to hooking up with Easy last summer. And she even hinted at him being involved with another artist, League's CB the lyricist, who also goes by Cabri.
Okay, so we've got Easy potentially 2-timing Remy, but maybe even 3-timing her.
It's looking that way, yeah. And to make it even spicier, the messages supposedly mention how Remy might react if she ever found out. You know, that whole hell hath no fury kind of vibe.
Wow, this just keeps getting messier. So what happened next? Did Remy confront anyone?
Oh yeah, the internet had a field day. Sand got absolutely slammed online, especially on Instagram. People were not holding back.
I can only imagine. Social media can be brutal, especially when it comes to these kinds of situations.
But Sand and Cabri, they didn't stay quiet for long. They both hopped on X, you know, the one that used to be Twitter, and denied everything.
Okay, so damage control mode activated?
Yeah, pretty much. They denied any recent involvement with Easy and emphasized that their own careers were built without his help. They were pretty adamant about it.
Right, so they're distancing themselves from the drama and trying to protect their own reputation.
Exactly. But, you know, not everyone was buying their denials. The account mentions that a lot of people remain skeptical, especially with the screenshots out there.
Makes sense. Once something like that is out in the open, it's hard to completely erase the doubt.
Right. And then we get to a pretty big turning point.
Yeah.
Remy publicly confirmed her relationship with Easy at a rap battle event.
Right.
That's when it went from rumor to official, you know.
It's like she was making a statement, you know, letting the world know that they were together despite all the speculation.
And it gets even more dramatic during Easy's performance. He drops this line, "Don't you love me?" And Remy, without missing a beat, shouts back, "Yes." It was a whole scene.
Wow, talk about a public declaration of love.
I know, right? But here's the thing. That line wasn't even original. It turns out Easy had used it before with another woman.
Seriously, he recycled a romantic line. That's kind of...
Yeah, not exactly the most romantic move.
Yeah.
And it gets worse. His ex, Hurricane D, confirmed on X that he had used the same line with her during a previous battle.
No way. So he basically pulled the same move twice.
Exactly. Same line, same yes response, the whole 9 yards. And she even added that she left him and is way happier now.
Yeah. Talk about adding insult to injury. Poor Remy. She's probably feeling played right now.
Yeah, it definitely puts a different spin on that whole public love confession.
So not only did he allegedly cheat on her, but he wasn't even original about it. Ouch.
Right. And it turns out that another rapper, Jiggy Gotti, had actually hinted at Remy and Easy's relationship months before in a rap battle. But back then, everyone just thought it was typical battle rap banter.
So the clues were there all along.
They were, yeah. I guess sometimes it takes a while for everything to connect.
Now it makes you wonder if there are other hints we all missed.
And then comes Christmas. You know, a time for family, tradition, all that. Well, Remy decided to spend it with Easy instead of Papoose.
Wait, seriously? After all that history with Papoose?
Yep, which I think really solidified their split, you know? Especially considering everything they'd been through together.
It's a pretty big statement, choosing a relatively new partner over someone you've shared so much with.
And Papoose didn't just sit back and do nothing. He posted screenshots online, including a photo of Remy and Easy together on Christmas 2023. Like, bam, here's the proof.
Okay, so he went public with it. I guess that's his way of showing how he feels about the situation.
Right. It definitely escalated things. And then, well, things got physical. The rumors are saying that Papoose and Easy actually got into a fight. Allegedly, Papoose knocked Easy out after Easy tried to shake his hand.
Whoa, hold on. He tried to shake his hand after everything. That's some serious nerve.
I know, right? But Easy denies being knocked out and is even threatening to fight Papoose now. So yeah, not much chance of things calming down anytime soon.
Sounds like this feud is just getting started.
And now, the account is saying that Remy is freaking out. She supposedly wants Papoose back now that Easy's infidelity is out in the open.
Oh wow, so she's having some regrets. I guess reality hit her pretty hard.
Yeah, it's like she realized that maybe Easy wasn't the upgrade she thought he'd be. And
remember, Papoose is now with Clarissa Shields. And she's not just any woman, she's a world champion boxer.
Right, which is not something you want to mess with. And well, Remy did allegedly make some sly threats online towards Clarissa.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good. Picking a fight with a world champion boxer. Not the smartest move.
And Clarissa, well, she doesn't back down from a challenge. She straight up challenged Remy to a boxing match.
Wow, so she's calling her bluff? That's pretty bold.
She didn't mince words either. She basically said, "Bring it on, I'm a fighter, and I'm not afraid of you."
That's definitely a power move.
And then Remy allegedly leaked Clarissa's private phone number online. I mean, talk about crossing a line.
That's messed up. Leaking personal information like that is never okay.
And of course, Clarissa responded. She was furious and doubled down on her challenge for a real boxing match.
I bet. It's like Remy just keeps pushing her buttons and Clarissa's ready to fight back.
And then 50 Cent, he always has something to say about everything, chimed in on Instagram. He basically warned Clarissa not to fight Remy, saying, "Whatever you do, don't fight her. She will get the Blick Cham."
Wait, he referenced the shooting incident?
Yep. He basically brought up Remy's past, specifically the 2007 incident that landed her in prison.
Wow, that's heavy. He's basically implying that Remy is dangerous.
Exactly. He's saying that this isn't just a playful feud. It could have serious, potentially violent consequences.
That's a pretty stark warning.
And it seems like public opinion is turning against Remy. A lot of people think she's taking things too far, especially with leaking Clarissa's number and the alleged threats.
Yeah, you can't really blame them. There's a line between drama and just plain wrong.
And this account also quotes someone close to the situation who says they love Papoose and are worried about him, but they feel helpless to intervene.
So it's affecting those around them too. It's not just a public spectacle, it's real life.
Right, and that's easy to forget sometimes when we're just reading about all this drama online.
Absolutely. So where do we go from here? I mean, this whole thing is just insane. Cheating accusations, public breakups, online feuds, a potential boxing match, and now even warnings about potential violence. It's a lot to take in.
It's a mess, that's for sure. But hopefully, now you, our listeners, have a better understanding of what's actually going on. We've tried to break it all down, give you the timeline, the players, and the key moments.
Exactly. It's easy to get lost in all the headlines and gossip, but we wanted to give you a clear picture of the situation.
So now the big question is, what happens next? Given everything we know about Remy, Papoose, Easy, and even Clarissa, where do you think this whole saga is headed?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question. Will there be a boxing match? Will Remy and Papoose ever reconcile? And how will Easy factor into all of this? I guess only time will tell.
Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be a wild ride.
Buckle up, everyone.
That's right, because this drama is far from over.
This is just the beginning.
Exactly. Stay tuned.
And thanks for tuning into our deep dive. We'll see you next time for another breakdown of the latest chaos.
You got it. Until then, stay informed, stay safe, and try not to get caught up in too much drama yourselves.
Good advice.
All right, see ya.
See ya.